In 2015 I booked this house for 24,000 euros, and you might say it's very cheap, but now that I know the area, I realize I could have offered less, especially considering its condition at the time. The house wasn't livable, at least not for me, as it had been inhabited until a few years before, and it had the bare necessities, a bathroom, a bed and a kitchen, that's it. This house has been a very educational experience because I made many mistakes, some stupid, but over time these mistakes have given me experience, as now I know how to navigate the complex world of Italian real estate. And by complex I don't mean finding the desired house, but the bureaucracy behind owning and managing restoration of a property. I also want to thank you if you have subscribed to the channel and encourage you to do so if you haven't already. Here I will bring you 360-degree content regarding Italy, from living here to real estate to simply discovering new places, and it's important to me because you provide support that help us reach more people. Let's get started. So the first mistake I made was letting the price impress me, and this happens to many people who buy a house here, especially foreigners. Like many of you, I come from a place where you can't buy anything decent for less than 150,000 euros, so finding a house 15 minutes from the sea for that price seemed like a stroke of luck to me. Consider that the house was listed for just a bit more, at 25,000 euro, and I offered 1,000 euros less, mainly for the fun of it, and the deal was done. Realistically, I could have gone even lower, maybe to 17,000 euros, especially since the owners were in a hurry to sell. So don't let the area you come from influence you, and focus on getting the best deal possible. After all, as a dear my friend used to say, a penny saved is a penny earned. The second mistake was relying on multiple professionals. What does that mean? For the restoration work, I rely on a builder who did the extension and general restoration, a tiler, an electrician, a plumber for the bathroom, another plumber for the air conditioning, a carpenter for the roof, an external company for the drywalls, another for the railings, and another one for the floors. Okay, I will stop. It was a nightmare. Not so much for the costs, which in this case was consequentially higher than expected, but rather because of the difficulty in getting all the pieces in the right place on the chessboard. Even for something as seemingly simple as air conditioning, they had to coordinate among 4 different professionals: the electrician, the plumber, the drywall worker and the builder. The best solution I later experienced was to rely on a company that provides turnkey homes. They give you a quote for everything, and that's it. You just have to pay them and keep an eye on the progress of the work. And right here is where my third mistake comes out. Always keep the situation under control and don't trust anyone blindly. Try to be present during the restoration phase. I know it might be complicated for someone living in the United Kingdom or the United States, but at the very least, either find someone to check on your behalf or have the builder send you weekly updates by WhatsApp. I am the first who doesn't like to micromanage what the plumber is doing today, but I advise being physically present or appointing someone to oversee. I say this because firstly, there can be misunderstandings, but most importantly, you can immediately see if things are done properly and address any issues. Espresso coffee with this view. What else? I interrupt you a few seconds from the video you are watching, not to talk to you about coffee, but about the country where you can drink a good one. Italy. So if you want to discover the advantages of living the dolce vita in the bel paese, understand the process of buying a house in Italy, you should consider buying this video we wrote. Available on Amazon in the link in the description. Many people decided that 2024 will be the year of their change.
Will you be one of them?
My fourth mistake, and also the most serious economically, was paying people by the hour rather than based on the predetermined price. Now from experience I know that magically restoration times increase when you pay hourly and magically decrease with a fixed price. This seems to be the case everywhere. The fifth and last significant mistake in this long series was not signing or writing contracts with those who restored the property. I relied a bit too much on trust with a classic handshake, and in this case there are serious and precise people of whom I have absolutely nothing bad to say. They are great professionals. However, others took advantage. What do I mean? Some jobs had a significant price variation and others weren't completed 100%. Okay, you might say I was young and inexperienced, but these errors I've just listed happened to 70% of foreigners who buy a house in Italy, so it's warranted a video to clarify. Also, I don't want to paint all builders and renovators as taking advantage of you. There are very serious individuals in this business and I compliment to them because it's a very tough job. I've done it myself and it's not easy to always be vigilant 100% of the time, so mistakes can happen, there can be misunderstandings, and ultimately to err is human. However, it's always better to check. By the way, in the upcoming videos I will also film the result of this apartment where I made so many mistakes, because it was worth it. Tell me what you think in the comment below, and if you have renovated a house in Italy, share your experience so others can learn from it. If you have any specific questions, remember you can contact us for free at the email babiloniaconsultancy@outlook.com. See you soon!